cat lovers, Petra Luna here from Cat Crazy. Do you ever feel tied down by your cats, thinking you can't be away from home for more than a day? Well, I have a great solution to that worry. Just watch my interview with Sonya Petcavich right now. She's the founder of Meowtel. So, hi Sonya, thank you for your time today and chat with us here at Cat Crazy channel.
Thanks so much for having me. Super excited to chat.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit, so what is Meowtel?
Meowtel is the only cat-centric pet sitting app that exists in the US. We connect busy cat parents with trusted and insured cat sitters who come to your home and care for your kitties in the comforts of their home, because we all know as cat people that cats hate leaving their home. They hate being taken out of the routine. So we keep it all intact, and we bring the purr-fect hospitality, as we like to call it, directly to our customers.
That is fantastic. So, okay, so and I have the same problem, like I feel guilty to leave them alone. So how do you make sure that, you know, they are okay and that people don't have to feel guilty and they actually, you know, somebody is taking care of them while they're gone?
Yeah, we've pulled all the stops out of the book to make sure that every piece is fully covered, and it gives cat parents the best peace of mind that they can ever ask for. And it all starts with a great customer experience. So when you create an account on Meowtel, within your account details, you can input all your cat's information, their likes, their dislikes, favorite toys, any medications, even litter box preferences, because we know like some cats can be very weird about their bathroom tendencies. So again, we customize the experience just for cat people. There's nothing about dogs on our website. We are not dog folks. We're here for the cats. So from start to finish, it's all about trust and cats and more cats. And so having a great user experience, with which we have iterated on a lot in the past 10 years since we began operations, that's key to what makes Meowtel special. And then from there, we're super proud of the sitters we have on our platform. I mean, we have close to 2,500 sitters across the country.
Wow.
They all go through a super rigorous vetting process. We accept fewer than 10% of our total applicants. So we joke that it's harder to get into Meowtel than to get into Harvard because we only accept the best of the best. You have to have high attention to detail. You have to truly love cats, and you have to be able to prioritize and offer great customer service. And then behind the scenes, we do have a renowned customer support team. So you can call our team at any hour of the day. A real person is going to answer our customer support line. You're going to be assisted in a timely manner. We're going to listen to you and what you need and how we're going to help you and resolve your matter in a very efficient way. So our customers rave about our customer support if you go read our reviews. So starting with, user experience all the way to the support that we provide and everything in between, we want to just make sure it's 100% cat-centric, 100% trustworthy, and we do that with very tight processes in place.
Okay, so there's no AI answering your chat or any phone, no?
Nope, phone line is still 100% human, and we intend to do it that way. Yeah. We have a lot of customers who ask, am I talking to a human or am I talking to a bot? I want to talk to a human. So we know that's important to our cat parents, and we can't do pet sitting services without having that real support.
Right. So that's awesome. I love that. So now, okay, so when you're leaving your home, you have to really trust. I mean, I know you vet them. So, but how do you know? You let somebody in there in your home with your cats while you are gone. Okay. So how can you make sure that all is fine? And it's trusted, so
it's nerve-wracking, believe me.
Yeah.
Even me using Meowtel, I'm like, how do I trust this person? And it starts with the meet and greet. So every time you make a reservation, it does come with a free meet and greet where the sitter will come over to your home. You'll see them interact with the cats and make sure that, the energy vibes between everybody and all the kitties. And I think the meet and greet and meeting your sitter in person is very telling about the type of care that you're going to receive. And if for some reason you're not 100% satisfied after the meet and greet, all you got to do is call us. You're going to talk to a real human, and we're going to, find a better fit for you and your kitties based on what you need for your particular care routine.
Okay. And so you also said, I think when I read this here, it was like they are insured. So if something happens and stuff like there's insurance behind it. So it makes it more trustworthy, right? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yep, we're super proud to offer basically a Meowtel promise guarantee with all of our reservations. So if something goes wrong, for example, if the sitter, God forbid, they leave the front door open, a kitty gets out, or maybe they don't read the medication instructions correctly and maybe the cat is overdosed on a medication, we will jump in, and the Meowtel promise will cover whatever veterinary care expenses that you incur as a result of the sitter not following instructions or letting the cat outside. We have all sorts of protocols in place for anything that could go wrong on Meowtel, and believe me, we've been through the gamut on everything that can go wrong. And so we have tight protocols, we have that guarantee, and it does cover up to $10,000 in any expenses you may incur. And we do that to ensure we can make things right if things don't go as planned.
Okay, so now me again as a very, very paranoid, like cat parent. How often does this happen that something goes wrong? Is that like something that happens a lot, or is that just like the occasional thing? Because if you have indoor cats, you really don't want to let them out, right? So how often does this happen?
So I am so thrilled to share that we do hundreds of thousands of in-home kitty visits every single year through Meowtel. I can count on two hands the number of serious incidences that we have to deal with. So like I said, it starts with a really strict vetting process to only accept the best of the best, and we fully support our sitters, and as a result, we have a very, very low incident rate. So thank you, Meowtel sitters, if you're watching this.
That's fantastic. Oh my God, I love this. So what if somebody here in my neighborhood wants to become a Meowtel sitter? So what do they have to do? I mean, obviously you vet them, so how can they get into the process?
Yep, first things first, you want to download the app and make sure we're accepting sitters in your area, so just share your zip code where you're located. From there, if we are accepting applications, you can submit your full application, which includes some questions about cat knowledge to ensure that you're a cat person, cat medication experience, and you'll get to start to set up your sitter listing, write your bio, set the title, and really, show and highlight what sets you apart from other cat sitters on the platform. From there, we do ask for 2 professional references. We contact every reference that we're given. And then if that looks good, we send you to the background check, which is done by a third-party provider that a lot of other marketplaces use to do the background verification. And then if that all checks out, you are invited to do a Meowtel interview, which is a live Zoom call with a Meowtel team member. It's about a 20-25-minute call, and we'll just ensure that it's going to be a perfect fit. And from there, you can be activated and start accepting reservations. So all in all, it takes about 7 to 10 days to go from start to finish in the application process. And what sets us apart from other platforms out there is the live interview and getting to actually interact with the Meowtel team member. Other platforms don't offer that face-to-face interaction.
I love it. Okay, so do you guys also get involved in some kind of somewhere in the cat community or somewhere locally? Do you do some of that? Are you giving back?
Yeah, we do. We love to get involved whenever we have the bandwidth and we can, and it makes sense. So we're an ongoing supporter of Mission Meows. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they offer small grants to rescues.
Yes.
They're great. So we're very proud to be able to support them in furthering their mission. And then we've been involved with local animal shelter, kind of like adoption days and local events that they put on. And that just comes up on an ad hoc basis. And a lot of our sitters will reach out and ask us for support or be involved with a fundraiser for their local shelter. And we address those on an ad hoc case-by-case basis, so we like to support when we can. And then I'm not sure if you're familiar with the film called Cat Daddies, or 25 Cats from Qatar.
Okay.
But the producer and director, Mai Huang, she's actually one of our Meowtel sitters, but on the side, she is a film producer.
Wow.
And so her newest film, which we are the primary sponsor for, is called 25 Cats from Qatar, and it's a beautiful film, you'll probably cry, about a woman based out of Milwaukee who does rescue with cats from Qatar, and she brings them over to the US so they can find homes, and it's just a beautiful story. And so that's currently debuting at film festivals around the country. We're sponsoring each of the debuts and doing some really fun contests with them. We're going to do a Cat Rescuer of the Year contest where we know they work so hard. We want to send them on a vacation getaway and a spa day to let them finally rest for a day or two. So we like to do more out of the box stuff that's tied to travel, rescue, and making sure the cat community feels supported in whatever capacity we can offer that in.
I love that. So what do you have planned for 2025? Are there any things that you have planned that you would want to do? Specific things, special things, events?
Take over the cat world, of course. No, we have some really exciting events coming up. So we are going to be at CatCon again this early August. And with that, we're also going to be doing some fun events in and around LA. So like an adoption event at a local cat cafe, maybe some happy meowers where our community can meet up and we can host, cat lovers to just chat about cats, which we love doing. And then a little later on in the year, we're going to go to a feline veterinary conference in Portland, Oregon. It'll be our first time checking that out and getting to network with vets and build the word and awareness about why Meowtel is the right choice for kitties and their kitty clients. And then there is CFA, a cat show in Cleveland. And word on the street is we're going to be having a silent disco in our booth where you can come over and dance with our big Timothy the cat mascot. So if you're in Cleveland, come see us. I think it's early October 10th through 11th. So lots of exciting stuff going on around the country, and who knows what else will pop up.
Wow, yeah, Cleveland, I'm not sure yet, but I might. But CatCon, I definitely will be.
Woohoo!
And that's the first time I heard about you guys, by the way. 2 years ago, I was at CatCon and interviewed one of your collaborators there at the booth. That's when I was like, ooh, I really have to learn more about this because this is a good one. So I really, really love it. So if somebody now wants to get in touch with you, how do they best do that? How do you what website? What is the best way to get in touch with you?
Anything. We're everywhere and anywhere. So you can download the Meowtel app. You can check out that experience either as a customer or a sitter. You can give us a shout on social. Our handles are at Meowtel. If you want to show us your kitties, we would love to feature them or add our own comments. So email to bellhop@meowtel.com. You can call our 1-844-Meowtel number, talk to a true cat lover over the phone about anything. So pretty much any avenue that you want to reach us, we're available.
Okay, that's fantastic. And I'm going to put all those links in the description box below the video in case somebody wants to check this out. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Sonya. This was awesome. And I can't wait to meet you in person if you are there at CatCon this year in August. So that would be fantastic. And I will definitely be one of your customers as soon as we both have to leave and the cats are by themselves here at home. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Petra. It's been a pleasure.
Stay cat crazy!